You're at dinner with friends, the bill arrives, and then comes the part everyone dreads. Who had the appetizer, who's vegetarian and didn't order the shared dessert, how much was tax and tip supposed to be split? Apple just showed exactly how that moment is about to change. Point your iPhone camera at the receipt. Apple Intelligence reads every item. You tap what you ordered. It calculates your share, including your portion of tax and tip, and you pay back exactly what you owe with Apple Cash. That is one feature from a much bigger announcement. On June 9th, Apple unveiled a wave of new features across Maps, Find My, Wallet, Apple Pay, Podcasts, iCloud, Apple Music, Apple TV, and Fitness Plus, all arriving this fall with Apple's 2026 software updates. This is not one flashy feature, it is 8 genuinely useful updates across the services hundreds of millions of people already use every day. Here is every one of them, explained. Let's start with the bill-splitting feature properly, because it is the best example of how Apple is combining several existing technologies, Apple Intelligence, Visual Intelligence, Apple Cash, into one smooth moment. This works through the new Siri mode in the camera app. Point your iPhone at a receipt, physical paper or a photo, and Siri mode recognizes it as a bill and surfaces the option to split it. It reads every line item. You select which items are yours. It calculates your portion of the total, including your proportional share of tax and tip. Then you settle up with whoever paid using Apple Cash for the exact amount you owe. No more rounding to the nearest $5 or someone quietly covering the difference. This same bill-splitting capability is also available directly inside Messages and inside Apple Wallet. So if a friend already sent a photo of the receipt to the group chat, you do not need to take your own photo. The feature meets you wherever the receipt already is. The second wallet update is about physical cards. iPhone and Apple Watch users can now create digital passes from physical cards, loyalty cards, membership cards, gym cards, anything with a barcode. Use Siri mode in the camera app, point it at the physical card, or screenshot a digital one, and you're prompted to save it to Wallet. Once added, it behaves like any other wallet pass. Present it as a barcode or QR code from your iPhone or Apple Watch, and for the cards you use most, pin them to the Smart Stack on Apple Watch so they're a wrist raise away. And for hotel guests, Apple Wallet's Room Key feature, which already lets you unlock your hotel room with your iPhone or watch at participating hotels, is getting an enhanced experience. Beyond unlocking doors, your Wallet Pass will now show trip details, updates about activities you've booked, and information about services available during your stay, all in one place. Find My gets 2 updates, one for how you share your location, and one for how Apple Watch displays everything Find My can do. On location sharing. Currently, sharing your location with someone is mostly an all-or-nothing, ongoing thing. The new version lets you set a custom duration, a specific number of minutes, hours, or days, or set an exact date and time when sharing automatically stops. Apple's examples are exactly the situations where this matters, sharing your location for the duration of a festival or event, or for a long weekend away with friends without that sharing quietly continuing for weeks afterward because nobody remembered to turn it off. There's also a pause option for specific people, useful for exactly the kind of moment Apple highlighted. Pausing location sharing with your partner until end of day while you shop for an anniversary gift, or so you can show up to a surprise party without the location pin giving away where you've been all afternoon. On Apple Watch, 3 separate apps, Find Devices, Find Items, and Find People, are being merged into one unified Find My app with a map-centric interface. Everything lives in one place, directions to a person or device, locating nearby items, making a paired device play a sound, or viewing someone's contact info, and precision finding. The directional distance-based tracking that's been excellent on iPhone now works in this Apple Watch app too, for your paired iPhone, second-generation AirTags, and AirPods Pro 3. Apple Maps gets 2 additions aimed at exploration and discovery. The enhanced Flyover experience combines aerial imagery with AI to deliver dramatically more detailed views of select cities around the world. Apple's framing is exploration, scouting a location before a trip, or just looking at a city from a new angle. And the detail level is a noticeable step up from the Flyover feature that's existed for years. Local Lists is the more practically useful addition, and it's launching in the US first. Using intelligent insights about what's trending, Maps now surfaces curated collections of places, trending restaurants in your area, good spots to take kids, places people are currently talking about. Apple was specific that these insights are derived with privacy in mind and are never tied to individual users. The trends come from aggregate signal, not from tracking what you personally have searched for. If you've ever opened Maps in an unfamiliar part of town and typed something vague, like, good restaurants near me, hoping for something better than a generic ranked list, Local Lists is built for exactly that moment. 3 updates here, each meaningful for a different group of users. Apple Podcasts is bringing video podcasts to Mac and tvOS, completing the rollout across every Apple platform. On Mac, video episodes now support picture-in-picture, so you can keep watching while working in another app. On tvOS, Podcasts has a full redesign with sidebar navigation and support for the custom artwork creators designed for individual episodes, making it feel like a proper big-screen viewing experience rather than an audio app with a video bolted on. There's also a new search within show feature across iPhone, iPad, Mac, Vision Pro, and the podcast's website, so if you remember roughly what an episode was about but not which one, you can search inside a show's full catalog directly. iCloud shared albums get their biggest overhaul in years. Full resolution photo and video sharing, no more compressed versions. Support for more file types, emoji reactions on individual photos, an updated activity feed you can view per album rather than all mixed together, and new temporary albums designed for short-term collaboration, like a group trip or event, that don't permanently take up space in anyone's iCloud storage afterward. Critically, anyone can contribute to a shared album via the web now, even people who don't have an Apple device at all, which removes the most common friction point in group photo sharing, the one friend with an Android phone who couldn't participate. On Apple Music, lyrics translation expands to 7 new language pairings, including English to Korean, English to Spanish, and Japanese to English, using machine learning fine-tuned by language experts, specifically to preserve the emotional and cultural meaning of lyrics, not just a literal translation. Lyrics pronunciation, which helps you sing along phonetically in a language you don't read, expands to 5 new pairings, including English to Hangul and English to Katakana. And AutoMix, Apple Music's automatic DJ-style transitions feature, gets noticeably more immersive transitions, and is now also available on Apple TV and HomePod, not just iPhone. Apple Pay gets a redesigned checkout experience, both online and in stores. You can now swipe between cards at checkout, and for eligible cards, the interface surfaces useful information right there: rewards balances, debit account balances, buy now pay later options. Later this year, you'll also be able to add funds to an eligible debit card directly through Apple Pay in Wallet or at checkout. Tap to Pay on iPhone, which already lets merchants accept contactless payments with just an iPhone. No extra hardware across more than 50 countries, adds a new capability called Tap to Share. At checkout, customers tap their iPhone to the merchant's iPhone to securely share information like email, shipping address, and loyalty rewards details, speeding up checkout and making loyalty programs actually frictionless instead of requiring a separate app or card. The Apple Sports app, Apple's free standalone app for live scores, stats, and standings, is expanding to over 170 countries and regions, including more than 90 newly added markets. If you're a sports fan outside the US who's wanted access to this app, there's a good chance you're now covered. And Apple Fitness Plus introduced Strong Through Menopause, a 3-week program of weekly yoga and strength workouts specifically designed to help with the symptoms of perimenopause and menopause, building strength, improving balance and mobility, and reducing stress. This pairs with menopause tracking support that's coming to cycle tracking in iOS. There's also a new Time to Walk episode featuring actor Busy Phillips discussing her own experience with perimenopause. This is a genuinely underserved area of fitness content, and Apple dedicating a full program to it is notable. 8 updates, 1 fall software release. The bill-splitting feature in Apple Wallet is the one most people will use within days of the update arriving, but the Find My Location sharing changes and the unified Apple Watch app are the ones that quietly make daily life smoother in ways you'll stop noticing because they just work. Everything covered here arrives this fall alongside iOS 26, watchOS 26, macOS 26, and tvOS. Apple's full press release with every feature and image is linked in the description, along with our other WWDC 2026 videos, Siri AI, and Apple's new child safety features. Subscribe for clear breakdowns of the latest tech news that actually matter. Thanks for watching.